Del Virgil Properties versus Courtney McCoy
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
and Keith Rutley. Okay, there's Mr. Rutley. Hello, sir. All right, what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
I have a balance including court costs of $2,620.
All right. Sir, how are you guys intending on getting that paid?
Well, uh, well, what happened was I lost I got laid off from my job, and my girlfriend was trying to pay it by herself, but she was doing as much as she could. And then she got sick. Our whole house got caught COVID, so we were off for a month. And I'm trying to get unemployment. I actually just had a hearing the other day, I think 2 days ago, about getting my unemployment back. But we're planning on moving. She just got approved for Section 8 housing in Monroe, and we can't move.
So you're moving?
Yes, and we can't move until the 19th.
The 19th? Okay. What I'm going to do, what is my turn, Dad? All right. What I'm going to do, sir, if you were intending on moving, then you can certainly arrange a move. You're entitled to a week to try to see if you can get financing to get this or get assistance to get this paid. I'll adjourn this to September 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. All right. And we can see where we can go from there. I might suggest if you've got the 19th that you contact counsel and see if you can arrange a move out date so we can get this taken care of.
So is there a way that we can also like set up a payment plan, or I just got to go through the actual?
I think you can do that also with that.
Before we dive deeper into today's courtroom session, pay close attention to what makes these hearings different from the dramatic eviction scenes people usually imagine. Judge Simpson isn't deciding whether someone is a good or bad person. He's trying to determine whether there is a realistic path forward before the legal process reaches its final stage. Throughout today's docket, you're going to hear repeated stories of layoffs, illnesses, delayed assistance, housing vouchers, and financial hardship. But every case has subtle differences that completely change the outcome. This very first case already sets the tone. The tenant isn't denying the debt. Instead, he's explaining how losing employment, combined with illness affecting both adults in the household, created a financial spiral that's difficult to escape. That's something courts hear frequently, but explanations alone don't erase unpaid rent. What matters is whether there's a credible plan to solve the problem. Notice Judge Simpson's approach. Instead of immediately forcing the issue, he starts asking practical questions. When are you moving? Can assistance be obtained? Is there a realistic payment arrangement? Those questions aren't random. They're designed to see whether postponing the case actually serves a legal purpose rather than simply delaying the inevitable.
Mr. Rutley, if you want, you can call the phone number under James Fink on the court paperwork and leave your name and your number and email, and then we can get in touch with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Have a good holiday.
Have you too.
Evergreen Apartments versus Christine Baker.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
She here.
Yes.
Miss Baker?
Yes,
Okay, there you are. I was trying to pick you up on my screen. All right. What is the claim in this case? This is termination?
That is correct. The notice was sent for housekeeping concerns leading to a pest infestation. It's not relevant to the reason for the termination, but I believe Ms. Baker's voucher was terminated as well.
All right, Miss Baker,
yes.
what's your position on this termination case?
Well, it's been a problem since I moved into that place. RPI has been asked them to spray, and they're spraying what they have done hasn't done anything. It's just multiplied more. I've been fogging myself trying to get rid of the problem.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
it's my understanding that the housekeeping issues are preventing the home from being effectively treated.
Because it's not properly prepped. Yeah, I
That's
kind of
correct.
picked up that. Okay, Ms. Baker,
Yes,
are you gonna talk to an attorney to try to get you to get some help with this case?
I couldn't hear you. I'm hearing impaired.
Okay, are you gonna get an attorney?
I'm trying to listen.
Okay, are you gonna get somebody to help you with this case? Like an attorney, a lawyer?
Yes,
Yes? Okay, I'm gonna
because
give you one,
our
go ahead.
my CMH worker has told me today that my voucher is active.
Okay.
Okay.
So why don't you give legal services a call? Okay. Maybe work through your CMH worker. Okay, and I'll adjourn this out 1 week for you to get that done, okay?
Okay,
So it'll be September 5th at noon.
my the CMH worker, she's going to be out Monday there, and to talk to me.
Okay, so I'll adjourn it to next Friday at noon. And you'll need to come in to the courthouse and be here in person, okay?
Okay,
This exchange highlights something many viewers overlook during eviction proceedings. The discussion suddenly shifts away from unpaid rent and toward housekeeping conditions, pest infestations, and possible legal representation. Those issues matter because an eviction based on lease violations can involve entirely different legal questions than one based solely on missed payments. Judge Simpson also notices communication difficulties when the tenant explains she is hearing impaired. Instead of rushing through the hearing, he slows down, repeats his questions, and makes sure she understands the next steps. That's an important part of courtroom procedure. He also encourages her to contact legal services and work with her housing caseworker before the next hearing. Rather than issuing an immediate ruling, he creates an opportunity for additional information to be presented. Do you think giving tenants extra time to obtain legal advice leads to fairer outcomes, or does it simply delay the process? Share your perspective below.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you.
mhm.
Evergreen Apartments versus Charlotte, is it Jamira?
Jillian Engen
Hi.
for plaintiff.
Is Jamira? Oh,
Hi,
there you
can you
are.
hear me?
Oh, we can hear you. You need to turn on a camera, please. And
Okay,
while
my
you do
phone, I
that,
don't know if, I don't think my phone will have a camera.
all right.
Oh wait, here we go.
Okay, what is plaintiff's, while she does that, what is plaintiff's claim?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $1,430.37.
All right. And Ms. Jamira, when are you gonna get that paid?
So I can pay like $500 on Monday, but I have an interview today with another job. I currently have two jobs. I'm working extra hours right now to cover it. I know that it's gonna roll over next month, so I'll have more to pay. So I'm just hoping to make it before the end of the month.
To pay it off before the end of September?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to arrange something with the plaintiff. What I'll do is I'll adjourn this out a week for you to either seek some assistance or try to see if you can get some of this paid down. But pay the $500 on the first. I will adjourn it out to September 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Evergreen Apartments versus Dion Stevenson.
Jillian
And
Engen, oops, sorry.
it's a Rayona Tubbs.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Okay, Mr. Stevenson's here. What is plaintiff's claim?
I have a balance including court costs of $3,859.99.
All right. Okay, Mr. Stevenson, how are you guys gonna get this paid?
Well, I had contacted Hawk already, and I have an appointment with them on September the 9th. And I also did my SCR application, And DHS contacted me right before this court started, and I told them I couldn't accept the call right now. So they said that they're trying to schedule an interview for me.
Okay. What I will do, given all of that, is I will adjourn this out to September 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. Understand that at that time, your September rent will have clicked in also. So the other thing that you're going to need to do is in your paperwork that you receive from court, there is a rental assistance form. You need to fill that out. Drop that to the court by next Wednesday. Okay.
Okay.
And you have to make sure that your tracking number for your SER is on there.
Here's where today's hearing starts revealing a consistent pattern across multiple cases. Judge Simpson isn't simply asking whether tenants owe money. He's asking whether they've actually taken concrete steps towards solving the problem. Filing an STR application, responding to assistance agencies, completing rental assistance paperwork, and providing tracking numbers all demonstrate effort beyond promises. Those administrative details may seem boring, but they often become the difference between a case moving forward or receiving additional time. Notice how the judge repeatedly reminds tenants that September rent will soon become due as well. That's a crucial reality check, because unpaid balances rarely stay frozen while court proceedings continue. Every passing month can increase the total amount owed. The judge is essentially warning everyone not to focus only on today's debt while forgetting tomorrow's obligations. That practical approach reflects how housing cases often work in real life, balancing immediate relief with long-term responsibility for both landlord and tenant.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Court calls the case of Evergreen Apartments versus Damani McWright
Jillian Ingen for
And-
plaintiff.
and Linda Logan. They're both here. Where are they? Okay, I got it. Okay, there's Logan, there's McWright. Okay, hello, folks. All right, what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
I have a balance including court costs of $900.42.
$900.42. Okay. All right, folks. How are you intending on getting that paid?
It should be paid by the 5th.
By the
The 5th.
5th, you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how much is your monthly rent? Are you going to be able to pay September also, or?
So September and August will be paid by the 5th.
Okay, can that get paid before? Well, let me ask this. Can you get it paid by is that a paycheck that's coming in and putting stuff together to pay that? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, sir. I'm in between jobs. I was working at Jack Products, but they kept sending me home due to me being a temp. So I switched jobs. I currently work at FedEx, and I work at Burger King also. I'm just working.
Okay, all right. I'm just, the only reason I'm asking is if you can get it paid, if you're gonna get August and September paid by the 5th, if you can get it paid before noon that day or pay it on the 4th, then this case will be likely be dismissed as long as you've paid everything.
This is one of the most encouraging moments we've seen so far, and it highlights something many people misunderstand about eviction court. Filing an eviction case doesn't automatically mean the tenant will be removed from the property. If the outstanding balance is fully resolved before the scheduled hearing, many landlords will agree to dismiss the case entirely. That's exactly why Judge Simpson carefully explains the timeline and even encourages payment before the hearing date if possible. He's effectively showing the tenant the fastest exit from the legal process. Notice something else as well. The tenant openly explains juggling multiple jobs after losing stable employment. Instead of making excuses, they're presenting a realistic plan supported by expected paychecks. Judges often look for credibility, not perfection. A believable repayment strategy carries far more weight than vague promises. If you were in this position, would you borrow money to avoid an eviction filing, or would you try to pay it off gradually through future paychecks? Let us know what you think, because this decision can have long-term consequences for housing and credit history.
By the 4th, I don't know for sure if I can do it by the.
Well, I know. All I'm saying is, all I'm indicating is if we can get it paid, it can be dismissed.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So what I will do is I will adjourn this out September 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. All right. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll have to appear at the courthouse, okay?
And if I get it paid before, I don't have to come to court?
If you get everything paid off and make sure everything's paid off, you don't have to show up.
Yes, sir.
Mr. McRae, just be in contact with Sydney. She'll let you know if it's going to be dismissed.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, folks.
Yeah.
Evergreen Apartments versus Matt Hilton.
Yeah,
Jillian Angan for plaintiff.
here,
Okay, where
here.
thought I heard him say, oh, there he is. I got him.
I'm here.
I just had to pick you up on the screen. I got you, sir. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
I have a balance including court costs of $2,271.80.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I have a job now. I was unemployed for about mid-May until beginning of August. I paid $450 like 2 days ago. And then since that was the 26th, I got the check on 14 days later is my next payday, which is something like August the 10th-ish, something like that. I have a calendar in front of me. I would be able to pay another $800 at least. I'm only getting like 25 hours of work right now. You had asked in the beginning if there are any reasons why pay hasn't been, or why rent hasn't been paid. I have a few. I went to the Southern Michigan Legal Services online, and I read some stuff and I wrote stuff down. One of them.
So you're gonna get an attorney?
I mean,
on
I
this,
would
sir?
have to, I mean, if you're gonna make it a judgment, I would have to clearly, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to pay them if I don't have a job, but I mean, I'll be able to pay I don't know how much I'll have on that check, but so if you don't want to hear about that, my managers at TJ Maxx, where I had been working, were extremely pushy, and I'd lied about my wage and hours, was one of the reasons why I became unemployed. And then when I had been
Okay,
working,
I gotcha, but
okay,
the thing is that you don't know how much you won't be able to pay anything before the 5th, correct?
the 5th of August, that's correct.
5th of September.
5th of September, I won't be able to pay then, that's correct.
Okay.
Because I
So
don't get
here's
paid
what
until a week later.
I'm gonna adjourn it out to September 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll have to appear at the courthouse. And you need to try to figure out something or call counsel and see if you can arrange some type of payment plan if the landlord will enter into that, okay?
This hearing demonstrates why honesty can completely change the tone of a courtroom conversation. Instead of pretending everything is under control, the tenant admits he won't have enough money before the next hearing and explains exactly why. Judge Simpson doesn't reward the missed payments, but he also doesn't punish honesty. Instead, he redirects the conversation toward negotiation. That's an important distinction because judges cannot force landlords to accept payment plans in most situations, but they can encourage both sides to communicate before returning to court. A voluntary agreement often saves everyone additional legal costs, time, and uncertainty. Another subtle point worth noticing is how quickly the judge moves away from lengthy explanations about past employment problems. He's focused on one question: what is the plan from today forward? Courts generally care more about future compliance than endless discussions about past circumstances. The legal system can't change yesterday's hardship, but it can evaluate whether tomorrow looks different. That practical mindset keeps these hearings moving while giving tenants one final opportunity to resolve the dispute.
All right.
All right, thank you. Evergreen Apartments versus Dustin Mickles and Antoinette Mickles.
remembers us.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Like Dustin's here.
Yes, I am, sir. How are
All
you?
right, very good. Pardon?
Say, how are you today?
I don't know. I think I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
All right. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
I have a balance including court costs of $3,413.38.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I just wanted to let it know that I would have never got behind if when I moved over here, we were supposed to get a 3-bedroom, and 2 days before we moved in, the 3-bedroom was not available anymore. And so I don't know if you remember, but I was trying to get my housing voucher back a few months ago.
I remember.
Yeah, I just had to give it up because they wouldn't cover a 2-bedroom, which I had to go into because I had a family, I had to move. So that's the only reason that I got behind.
Okay.
Because my voucher wouldn't cover a 2-bedroom. So I just had to give my voucher up on August 23rd. But
all right.
Yeah, my plan is to basically go into my 401k and take it all out so I can catch up on the rent.
Got it. Okay. So how long is that going to take you to do?
I have to pay the remaining balance of my loan. So it should be around like September 20th that I'll have it paid, because I have to wait like a 14-day grace period after I pay it off. And it's going to be paid off on the 3rd, and then I have to wait 14 days after that. So around the 20th or 22nd.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to adjourn this out to September 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. You might want to contact the attorney's office for the like your landlord and see if you can arrange either a conditional order dismissal with that plan in place.
Okay.
Or something along those lines, okay? Otherwise, we'll deal with it when you get here.
This case introduces another financial strategy that doesn't come up every day: a tenant planning to withdraw money from a 401k to catch up on rent. That's a major decision because retirement savings are intended for long-term financial security, and early withdrawals can carry taxes or penalties depending on the circumstances. Yet when someone is facing possible eviction, difficult choices often become unavoidable. Judge Simpson doesn't advise whether using retirement funds is a good financial move. Instead, he stays focused on the legal issue in front of him. Can the tenant work out an agreement before the next hearing? He even suggests exploring a conditional dismissal, which could allow the case to end if specific payment conditions are satisfied. That's another reminder that courtroom outcomes aren't always all or nothing. Many housing disputes are resolved through negotiated agreements before a judge ever needs to issue a final decision. Watching these hearings, you can see that communication often becomes just as valuable as money itself when both sides are searching for a workable solution.
You said September 5th. What day is that, sir?
That's a Friday.
Okay, perfect. That'll work.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Great day.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Gulfside Lakes versus Dewan Wintermate.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
You said they're here.
He is, yeah, he's coming.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hello, sir. All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
I have a balance including court costs of $1,155.22.
All right. Mr. Wintermaid, how are you going to get that paid?
I just got a new job at Myers full time, so I should be able to start making payments by next week. And I also filled out an SER.
Okay, if you filled out an SER, what I'll do is I'll adjourn this to the 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. You should probably get what payment you can in because your September rent's going to click in. If you're doing an SER, there's a form that came with your packet. That's called a rental assistance form. You'll need to fill that out, put the tracking number on it, put all the information on it, including your tracking number, and submit that to the court by next Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hamilton Crossing 2 versus Tiffany Roots.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Tiffany Roots?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry, just
Okay.
my camera.
I'll need it. Pardon? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yes. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Okay. And what is plaintiff's claim?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $1,566.
This is going to go much faster because now she has an assistant. All right. All right. And ma'am, how are you intending on getting this paid?
Okay, so I was on a temporary assignment at my job, and the assignment has ended, and I currently just picked up a new assignment yesterday. I will be making a payment on Friday in an amount of $600. I also put in an SDR, and I have an appointment with Hawk September 8th and September 9th for the appointment with Hawk and the appointment with my worker. So that's the plan.
That's the plan. Okay. And you'll have September rent clicking in. If you've applied for an SER, then you need to fill out the rental assistance form that came in your packet. Submit that to the court by next Wednesday. Okay?
Yeah.
I will adjourn this matter out to September 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. You'll need to be here at the courthouse.
Got it.
By this point in the docket, a clear pattern has emerged, and it's no coincidence. Nearly every tenant has arrived with a different life story: job losses, temporary assignments ending, delayed unemployment benefits, rental assistance applications, housing vouchers, and financial setbacks. Yet Judge Simpson's questions remain remarkably consistent. Can you make a payment? Have you applied for assistance? Did you complete the required paperwork? What happens before the next hearing? That consistency is exactly what makes these proceedings fair. Everyone is measured against the same practical standard, regardless of how emotional their circumstances may be. Another detail worth noticing is how often the judge reminds tenants that September rent is about to become due. That's more than a warning, it's a reality check. Eviction cases don't pause the calendar. If new rent keeps accumulating while old balances remain unpaid, the financial hole becomes even harder to escape. The courtroom isn't just looking backward at missed payments. It's evaluating whether the situation is improving or continuing to deteriorate. What do you think matters more in these hearings? The reason someone fell behind, or the strength of their plan to recover? Let us know your thoughts, because that question sits at the heart of nearly every housing case Judge Simpson hears.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hamilton Crossing 1 versus December Smith.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
December Smith?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $446.
$446. All right. Okay. Ms. Smith, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I'm confused because on my court paperwork, it only says $270.
And that's probably because it's paid. Let me take a look at what we have.
Your Honor, that's the balance before court costs.
Got it. Okay. So you got court costs on there that brought it up to the 446.
Okay. And that's another problem because I'm not working right now at the time. I've been applying for jobs. Everybody has the hire sign, but nobody is actually hiring. So I'm really not sure on when that can be paid. I can see if I can borrow it from my siblings.
Okay, let's do this. Let me put you out a week. How much is their monthly rent?
$0 at the moment.
You're at $0, ma'am?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So let's do this. I'm going to adjourn this out to September 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. Okay, that's an in-person hearing. Come down to the court and we'll try to figure it out. See if you can somehow or another get yourself caught up. If you can, in terms of talking to your siblings to help you out a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right. So put it out to that date at that time. I'm going to ask you this. Please tell me you were born in December.
I was born in August. I just had a birthday.
What? I don't, okay. You were born in August and named December.
Yeah. I figured I was conceived in December.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I shouldn't be asking. Okay, thank you.
No, thank you.
Right. You take care.
You too.
Hamilton Crossing 2 versus Jessica Jackson.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Get her.
Okay, yeah, she's coming.
Oh, there
I'm
she
here.
is. Okay, hello, Miss Jackson. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. All right, what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
I have a balance including court costs of $373.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And Miss Jackson,
Yes.
how are you going to get that paid off?
I'll have it paid next week.
Okay, so you won't be able to pay it before the first of the month, right?
No.
So you'll have,
I just paid 425 yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, that was my whole entire check.
Okay. Is that included in the balance you have, Miss Engen?
I see a payment of $500 on the 26th. Ms. Jackson, was that a different payment than the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that was the first payment I made. I paid $525 and then $425 yesterday.
Okay, Your Honor, that might clear the balance. So let me just check with my client.
All right, Ms. Jackson, I'm going to pass your matter. Did you want me to adjourn it, Ms. Engen, or are you going to try to check with them?
I think so, Your Honor.
Adjourn
if
it
you could
out?
adjourn it, please.
Okay. So here's what I'll do, Ms. Jackson, is I'll adjourn this out. And what she's indicating is that if your balance is clear and you cleared out August, which it sounds like you have, and actually may have a little bit of a credit going in.
Yeah, that's what they told me yesterday.
September. Okay. Then the case would be dismissed. But I'll adjourn it out to September 5th, 2025 at 12 noon. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. You guys have a great holiday.
You too. Thank you. Papa.
As today's docket comes to a close, one theme stands above everything else: accountability paired with opportunity. Judge Simpson didn't simply hand out automatic victories to landlords, nor did he excuse unpaid rent because of personal hardship. Instead, he carefully examined whether each tenant had a realistic path toward resolving the dispute. Across these hearings, we saw people affected by layoffs, illness, temporary employment, housing voucher complications, and delayed financial assistance. Some had already started making payments. Others were waiting for paychecks, government programs, or rental assistance decisions. In nearly every case, the judge granted a short adjournment, not as a reward, but as a final opportunity to demonstrate progress before the court considers stronger legal action. Another important takeaway is how often communication changed the direction of a case. Tenants who explained their circumstances, completed assistance applications, and showed evidence of concrete plans generally received additional time. At the same time, Judge Simpson consistently reminded everyone that deadlines matter, paperwork matters, and new rent continues to accumulate while these cases remain pending. Compassion alone doesn't resolve an eviction case. Credible action does. This hearing also serves as a reminder that eviction court is rarely about dramatic courtroom confrontations. More often, it's about documentation, payment history, realistic timelines, and whether both parties can reach an agreement before a final judgment becomes necessary. Those details may not be flashy, but they often determine whether someone keeps their housing or faces the next stage of the legal process. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.